If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a video in the future.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Halloween video. Today, the long-awaited second trailer for Halloween was released, which means we have quite a bit of new footage to go over. We broke down the first trailer, so now we're going to break down the second. Before we dive in, it's important to note that I'm going to be examining this trailer very closely, which in return may result in some spoilers for the final film. Also, despite covering some of these shots in the first trailer breakdown, I will readdress some of them here as well. With all that being said, let's dive right in. The trailer starts on Halloween night, with kids all over the neighborhood trick-or-treating. We see two kids who are trying to figure out what house to go to next when they unexpectedly run into Myers. With a kid in a cowboy hat holding a radio on his shoulder, it's safe to say this is a reference to Halloween 2, when Michael is on his way to the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. In fact, a lot of the beginning of this trailer seems to be in reference to Halloween 2. The shot continues into a long and beautiful Steadicam shot as Michael heads over to the garage to grab a hammer. This also may be in reference to Halloween 2, since that's the only kill in the entire franchise to use a hammer as a weapon. Now we get a closer look at Michael's soon-to-be victim, and here it becomes pretty clear that she is meant to look a lot like Mrs. Elrod from Halloween 2, as she's wearing a pink robe and even making a sandwich. Of course, Michael enters the house, and we can safely infer that this Mrs. Elrod lookalike is a goner. This then reveals how Michael finds his iconic butcher knife in this film, and gives us a nice look at that sliced ham, again in reference to Halloween 2. Michael then continues on to the next house down, apparently just knocking out victims simply because he can. This entire scene was shown at Comic-Con, and it was said there that Michael did leave a baby alone that was in that house. We just don't get to see that here. We also got our first look at who I'm guessing is Sheriff Barker discussing Michael's escape with Deputy Hawkins. Hawkins seems to be the lead bracket of the film. Although he's not set on the idea of Michael being in Haddonfield, he's willing to listen to Laurie if it means saving people in the town. We then see Judith Myers' tombstone as the investigators Martin and Dana continue their reporting on the history of Michael Myers. At this cemetery, as well as who appears to be Michael. However, I find a few things odd about this. He is dressed in all white like that of a patient from Smith's Grove, however it seems that he is already wearing a mask, which in the first trailer we see, he doesn't find it until after getting overalls. This could definitely be him, I just find that a bit odd. Who knows though, perhaps it's someone playing a prank like the kids did in Halloween 4. That being said, if this is Michael, is he planning on stealing his sister's tombstone again? And if so, where will that come into play later in the film? We then get a good look at Laurie spending time with her granddaughter, Allison. Jamie Lee Curtis did reveal at Comic-Con that she has grown very distant with her family and pretty much has no relationship with her granddaughter. Seeing them privately like this seems like Laurie's way of trying to convince Allison that she's not crazy and that she definitely needs to stay safe. After that, Laurie's gun cabinet is revealed with quite a few shotguns, brass knuckles, a crossbow, and some handguns. The most interesting part of this is the initials and lightning bolt we see on one of the guns. Now I've been trying to figure out exactly what this means, however I'm not really positive at this time. The initials KS have only been mentioned twice in the entire franchise, one being Karen Strode, which is Laurie's daughter played by Judy Greer, and Kara Strode, which is Laurie's adoptive cousin from Halloween 6. Either way, I don't understand why it would be either one of their initials, so this one is still up in the air for me. Once again, this trailer only gives us a single line from Judy Greer, but it does reveal that she doesn't believe in her mother, and reveals a lot about their relationship.
Mom, you need help!
Like the first trailer, we once again see Michael dropping the teeth over the bathroom stall door, and see him slamming Martin's face into the door. Nothing really new there. But this is where things start getting exciting. We see Michael at the top of the stairs that leads to Laurie's bunker, and here it appears that he is wielding a fire poker. It then cuts to Michael walking down a random street, once again taking advantage of a beautiful, long Steadicam shot. And then Laurie appears to have spent her entire life savings on creating a defensive system for this house. As we see, she has defensive gates that drop down in the doorways within the house, as well as the floodlights covering her entire yard. It then cuts to Deputy Hawkins and Laurie searching the neighborhood for Michael. Here we get a better look at the fun Halloween 3 Easter egg with the kids wearing the famous silver shamrock mask. This is it's a nice touch. Now when Hawkins splits away from Laurie to search a house, Michael of course comes out from behind him. In the first trailer, many people pointed out that there was someone else in the second story window of the house other than Michael. If I were to take a guess, I'd say it's Hawkins as he searches for Michael, but we'll just have to find out. We see Michael has claimed yet another victim, but it's hard to tell exactly who this is. This could be the woman from the beginning of the trailer, or it could be Virginia Gardner's character, Vicky, but I really can't tell based on this close-up shot. Michael then gets his first real close-up, which does give a decent look at his scarred eye from the first film. It looks like here that Laurie's granddaughter Allison is stuck in the back of a police car as Michael reaches desperately for her. When it cuts back to the police car again, we see the jack-o'-lantern head that was revealed a while back and is also coming with the Michael NECA figure. This body was discovered by Toby Huss's character Ray, who is quickly approached by Michael afterwards. Although not seen here, we did see Ray get his throat slit right after this in the first trailer, so it's safe to say that this is his death scene. Laurie then goes full Busta Rhymes on Michael, knocking him to the bottom of her bunker, which does let us get a better look at just how much supply she has racked up down there, including tons of water and individually packaged meals. It seems she has prepared to stay a long time down here, if need be. The roles have now changed as Michael seems to have become the hunted, with Laurie staring him down from the top of the stairs. It's a nice switch in roles. Now in the wide shot as Michael gets hit down the stairs, we get a better look at Laurie's security system, with several cameras and other monitors set up. Also, although it's hard to tell, it does kind of look like Laurie's using like a frying pan or something here to knock Michael down, but when it cuts back to here, she has the shotgun. I don't know, just felt important to point out. Also, the whole welding kit thing she's got going on here seems like something that may come into play later in the movie. Now it happens fast, but before Laurie quickly turns around, you can see that she is looking at a dead body. A body that appears to be Toby Huss's. It's nice to see that Michael will once again be hiding bodies around the house for Laurie to find, returning back to the roots of that stalker entity that is just looking to play games and terrify her. This shot appears to be coming over the shoulder of someone, but as Laurie spins around in a panic, it looks to just be a mannequin. And then to wrap the trailer up, we see Michael punch through the window of a door and grab Laurie, completely pulling her off her feet. Not too sure how she's going to get out of this one, but it's a great shot nonetheless. But that's pretty much all I noticed in the second trailer of Halloween 2018. Now, did I miss anything? Let us know in the comments below. This second trailer was really promising and it has some beautiful cinematography and looks to be an extremely exciting film. However, I do hope that this is the last trailer we get. These are very spoiler filled, as you can see from this breakdown, so ideally if we could just move on from that and go into the film as blind as we can, that's probably the best way to enjoy it. But of course, I am still extremely excited, and October 19th could not come soon enough. With that, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way. Bring my baby back.